are arrived for our TVXQ Marathon Part 1. Um, if you following my B2B journey, then it's not a brand new information that I messed up my B2B Marathon Part 4. I had some microphone issues, and the same thing happened with TVXQ's original Part 1 of this marathon, which means I already checked out Mirrotic, Rising Sun, Rebel, The Chance of Love, and Something. These music videos are already off the list for me, and so I choose another 5 music videos for them. Largely, the music videos are from like 15 years old right now, something like that. So yeah, they are kind of old. We have one song that is like 2 years old, so we have a little bit of a new thing as well. I really liked the original Marathon Part 1, so I was like, I'm gonna do more TVXQ stuff, and I already like said it in my Girl Generation Marathon Part 2 that I am doing a TVXQ marathon. So, and of course I am doing a SM second generation time kind of stuff. If you're interested, it's on my channel in playlist, so it's super easy to find everything. Yeah, so I did a K-pop profile checkout in my part 1, so I'm already a little bit familiar with TVXQ, so I'm not going to check out now the K-pop profile because it would be not the first time for me. So yeah, we will jump right into Keep Your Head Down.
Keep your head down. You know time. You know what time it is? This is Return of the King. 난 시작도 안 해봤는데 헤어져버렸다. 난 이유조차 못했고 주변 사람들 모두 하나같이 날 벗고 너 왜 그래 왜 그래 왜 그래 난 이미 나쁜 놈. 죄라면 널 사랑한 게 죄라면 진실했다는 게 죄라면 나는 기필로 나는 기필로 난 참만 내고 내 자리를 지켜. Keep your head down. 넌 정말 예쁘지만 넌 다른 너의 속이 난 너무 두려워. Keep your head down. 사랑했다 하지만 난 이제 널 놓겠다. 날 그렇게 쉽게 떠났니. 내가 쉬워 보였던 거니. 내 가슴은 지쳐지잖아. 모두 한순간의 꿈이었다면 바로잡을 시간이 있었다면 제발 내가 행복하길 바랬던. 언제나 너를 가진 걸로 충분했고.
It's so like, if you like familiar with the K-pop agencies in general, not just with SM, you can like pick up certain aspects of music videos and sets that are like you can associate with certain groups or companies with. And for me, like, it's not even just the background, but the sound as well. It's so Like I can see what type of sound EXO was built upon when they debuted. Like it's so striking, the resemblance to EXO, especially here. Like I already said that I checked out 5 other music videos from TVXQ, and those videos I mentioned, like Shiny, also EXO. I even said Super Junior, of course. Um, and like you can tell that they were contemporaries to each other, like TVXQ, Super Junior, Girls' Generation, Shiny, FX. These are they were really active during this time together as second generation groups. So um yeah, this is like really EXO first prototype for me in my head. Even with the like dramatized, slow start of this song, like it was so dramatic. Like as EXO's debut with Mama, it was a really dramatic debut for a group, and a really legendary debut. So I can see how SM shaped EXO's image in the beginning of their career based on this type of sounds.
두꺼운 것에 행복했고 지금은 널 보내게 됐지만 어차피 내 길을 갈 뿐이고 Now I'm just chillin', feel like I'm killing 늦어버렸다 넌 다시 돌아갈 수 없단다 네가 없다면 난 무너질 거라 믿겠지 예전부터 넌 그건 착각이라고 내가 왜 그래 왜 그래 왜 그래 널 달랐잖아 Hey 나 정말 슬펐던 철이 없던 네가 혹시라도 나쁜 사람 만날까 넌 정말 예뻐 근데 그뿐이야 내 가슴에 중요한 게 없는 걸 사랑의 아픔을 참는
Is it just me, or Changmin's face a lot of times is like deer in a headlight? I don't think he uses his facial expressions as well as, in my opinion. I like realized this in other music videos as well. So I don't think that it's a artistic choice from him or the like behind the scenes people that are directing these music videos and stuff like that. I think it's a him thing, but it's so like nowadays you can't really see these types of facial expressions on an idol, I think, because they are like so strongly trained to give off some type of like energy on stage that I can't really imagine a lot of like debuting idols nowadays who are like not really heavily prepared for standing in front of the camera. And it's weird because I think it happened a lot back in the days when like quote unquote stage presence, which is really a big thing right now. It was not really in the limelight of a lot of things, like performance aspects, excluding the facial expressions. It was really more prominent. I think it was more important, the dancing skills, and weirdly, but it's understandable, the martial arts aspect of certain videos, and you can see it in here as well with the slow down aspects. They are like performing and like bending here and there. So I think that that is a traditional and like homage to their roots as Koreans, South Koreans, and they are like paying homage to their background and their history. So it's understandable, but a lot of times they are like putting so much focus on that aspect of the choreography. I know that from SM, Tao was the like acrobatic and martial artist of EXO, and he, like, his father filed a lawsuit, or his father wrote a message to SM Entertainment that his son can't recover from certain comebacks because they are putting so much pressure on him to do the acrobatics in the music videos and the comebacks, that he, like, his physical health is deteriorating, and that was one of the reasons I think that Tao was left and left SM and EXO. So yeah, this segment of the conversation was about Changmin's facial expressions, but I think you can talk about this, like, performance aspect of uh, a group a lot, not just in SM, in everywhere else too, and not just particularly in K-pop. I think it's a global thing, but a lot of countries and, like, receiving differently what their domestic audience is want to see, and how their audience perceives popular singers or musicians. So they are catering for that aspect of their own country. So yeah.
가슴에 못 박고 날 그렇게 쉽게 떠났니 내가 쉬워 보였던 거니 내 가슴은 찢어지잖아 모두 한순간의 뿐이었다면 바로잡을 시간이 있었다면 제발 내가 행복하길 바랬던 그렇게 너 사랑 갖고 장난치지 마라 내 앞에서 요래저래 거짓말만 늘려놓고 누가 봐도 넌 정말 이중적이야 시작했던 맘들이 언제 그렇게 독해졌니 사랑을 끝냈다 널 보는 가슴이 텅비어졌다 하지만 내 미래는 마치 일어나서 웃으려고 손짓한다 너를 보낸다 정말 행복하게 살아 먼 날에 그냥 편하게 웃고 싶다 사랑을 그렇게 쉽게 놔버리는 너를 누군가 걱정할 거란 생각을 해봤나 네가 놔버린 게 너는 뭔지 아주
Like, what was that? Like, literally, what was that? Changmin, watch. I'm gonna pause it. What is that? Like, yeah, it's a little bit like they are, like, it feels like that they are on a live stage, and this is not a music video, based on Changmin's, like, behavior, for me at least, because, like, he's literally looking out the frame and the screen, and he's literally, like, watching the staff who is, like, recording. It's so weird. Like, he's not 100% there. I think, like, he's giving his 100%. I don't know why it's so weird for me. And one thing that it really strikes me, that their style in this video, and not even TVXQ, it's the dancers, give off a really strong Rain vibe, the artist Rain from JYP. And, like, this came out, like, Rain is a second gen also, I think, so it's not a stretch to say that they were, like, on the same wavelength and they were active at the same time. So but I don't know why it's so weird for me. Another thing, the fire with the how they are like. I know that TVXQ has really strong like Greek mythology and gods in their lore and the meaning of their name TVXQ. It's an abbreviation. So uh, I even mentioned in the music video something with the sculptures and the picture with the Greek um, aspects in the beginning of the music video. At the end of the music video, I already mentioned, but you guys will not see that. It fucked up the audio. That they are playing really like with it, like they are in the lore aspect, and I mean it's not so like in your face in all of the music videos, but it's like it's popping up here and there, and in order to you can't forget that what it's in the lore and behind TVXQ. But it's really like gave off for me how they are like walked towards each other with fire that they are, for me in my head right now, they are the fathers of Chanyol from EXO, because in EXO every EXO member are having a superpower. This is their lore. It's um, uh, every EXO member possesses a certain power, and Chanyol is fire. So it was really automatically like, all right, this is where Chanyol born. I don't know. It's so funny, and I said it in other reactions as well. How I my brain are connecting certain things, and a lot of times like this EXO plus Chanyol, it's not a big thing. Like they are not too far from each other, but with B2B in the Killing Voice, when I checked out their Killing Voice, I even said like, and I said it in the video as well, that I don't know how my brain is connecting these type of things, but Kwang, the leader of B2B, is reminded me of the Thai BL drama PewDiePie, and in that drama, the drama has a secretary, and Kwang's like energy that gave off from me, it was really reminiscent to that secretary character. So I don't know how, but this was not a far fetch right now with Chanyo, but I can came up with anything. It's just a matter of time. Okay. Oh, big jump. We are in 2023 with Down.
사랑이란 게 내겐 지독하다 꽤 더 파고드는 pain 너를 앓고 있는 밤 홀로 무겁게 쌓이는 감정에 더욱 간절하게 너를 원하게 되는 밤 목이 타는 듯한 갈증 차오르는 갈구 끝도 없이 잠기는 밤 내 몸과 마음을 삼킨 짙게 새긴 이름이 심장 깊숙이 번져 날 사로잡은 heaven So say you want me cause I'm down 내게 놔둬줘 slowly 영원히 갖고 싶어 유일한 나의 후원.
Okay, I will clarify um, myself that like with time, Changmin's facial expressions are softened, uh, and you can really recognize this based on his like eye movements and how he's using his eyes when he is looking in the camera. But that's one thing that I wanted to point out. And the other thing that I also mentioned in my original part one, that especially with age, I think when he was younger, it's not really applies, but as of right now in this video, he's really reminds me of Wonu from 17, and that doesn't changed since my original part one. So yeah, it's really giving off Wonu vibes for me.
유일한 나의 후원. 나를 부르는 내가. So say you want me 'cause I'm down. So say you want me 'cause I'm down.
Okay, I had to think about what the bass reminds me of. And it's Stray Kids' Red Lights with Hyunjin and Bangchan. Yeah, if it was a double bass, not one really strong like boom in your ears, it was like boom boom. Sounds really funny, I know, but it's really, for my ears, it was like missing one beat because I was really focusing on the beat and I was like, what song has this but double? And it's Red Lights, I think. So yeah, I think my brain is really good like reacting to certain things in forms of like recollecting memories where I already heard from what I've already heard and like comparing. And for me, I know for a lot of people, comparing other artists with your favorite, it's like rude, and don't do it because they are their own artistic personality, and I totally agree with that. But for me, and this I think like applies to a lot of people, that in order to recognize and remember certain things, and this is like um, true to like learning in university and school in general, I think it's a easier path um to like permanently bedding something in your brain and make use of that knowledge in the future. I think it's important to learn the correct ways of learning certain things, and I think I mastered it like 50% as of right now. I know it's a long way for me to remember everything, but I'm trying to connect people with sounds or visuals with certain like outfits. Like for example, I'm not going to forget that this music video Down has the sparkling outfits. I really like this kind of sparkles. It's not too shiny, it's not too like edgy, it's just tasteful in my eyes. So like certain things, like they are in the dancers covering their heads, certain dancers, with things that really reminiscent for me. Stray Kids is Venom music video. So like, and I know a lot of you understand that and do the same thing, like, and it's not a degrading thing towards the artist. It's just things that I can relate to. And if I was introduced to TVXQ earlier than other things that I am comparing to them, then the other things would have been compared to them. So it's a vice versa in my eyes.
너와 난 live just a memory 미친 갈망 끝에 lie down next to you So what am I to do 휩쓸려 아름다운 손짓 눈빛 허락해준 림미은 달콤히 빠진 warm 나의 유일한 애는 So say you want me cause I'm
Alright, at the end, Changmin heard me talking shit, so he was like pulling the high note card. What he's always pulling, honestly. Yeah. Probably one of my favorite songs from TVXQ so far in my journey down. And I know that this is a fairly new song, but there is a few songs from their earlier discography that I also really vibe with. So that's that. Okay, all right. 8th album, cool. We are moving to Tonight, and this is a older song. Let's go.
How are you doing out there? This song makes you fall in love again. It makes you happy. Maybe right now, right here. 나의 손을 잡아요. 나를 가득 안고서 가슴 깊이 기대어 둘의 태연히 스며들게 참을 수가 없죠 그대 작은 떨림에 난 영원히 그대를 잊고 Oh baby 자신 벗고 싶어 하지 않는다는 걸 알겠죠 My soul, stolen my heart 내 안에 그대가 너무나 넘쳐 이른 아쉬운 햇살 따뜻한 쇼 작은 그대의 품 안에서 대지 위에 뿌린 사랑처럼 Why these people are saying love is blind? I believe my heart belongs to you. I love you more than I do.
Okay, but I think it's going to be just me, once again, who is like automatically thinks of based on this set, especially the ceiling decoration. I'm going to pull some pictures and you will see what I'm thinking about. Not really the shapes, but the color scheme, especially. And I think the outfit colors as well, but I'm not sure on that part. But you will see the pictures. Um, uh, what you are seeing is the TXT, I think the name chapter Temptation. I think that's the album, and this is the album promotional pictures. I think it's the Nightmare concept. Um, yeah, I think for me, with older groups and older music videos, it's always comes down to the pronunciation and how they are using their mouth, especially how they are doing like they're ad-libbing at the end of the day in the music videos. But it looks like these are like, nowadays we are saying that it's a stage mix, um, but they are like pre-recorded the voices, of course, the song, and like I can easily see if they are like performing in real life in this music video and they just like putting the track over it. But it's so funny for me how nowadays you are not really seeing a lot of over exaggerated facial movement or lips movement or mouth movement in music videos from idols, I think, because the older days, I think that was a requirement to be recognizable and like say your words as if you are singing in real in a music video. And it's so funny for me a lot of times how they are over exaggerating, but I know that it's like that was a thing, so I can't be too mad about it. Okay, growl. Okay, okay. Okay, so now it looks like that they are like really like performing it live. I mean, based on Jajong's previous expressions, how his tongue moved while he was like really holding a note, it looked like as if they are like really performing. So I'm not putting that idea down as of right now.
멈춰 숨을 쉴 수 주저없는 걸요 내린 비를 맞은 아이처럼 대지 위에 뿌린 사랑처럼 tonight.
I think in the last part, in the outro, they really can't decide who is the main character. Like everyone was fought for the spot, but at the end, like I think Changmin and Jajong were the strongest soldiers, but Jajong won with the high, almost whistle note at the end. Uh, it's so interesting to see them as a 5-member group, uh, because like from my original part 1, I've seen like 2 music videos with Melodic and Rising Sun when they were a 5-member group, and I was not too like thrown off because I started my marathon with that two of that song. So after that, I was like slowly integrated into myself the thought of like after that it's going to be only 2 members, and like Melodic and Rising Sun is a totally different kind of song from this song, and this song so far was the song that showcased everyone's strength in the group for me. And it's really easy to see how much of variety of sounds of certain member has in their throat, with ballads and slower songs, and who has the main character energy, who can like hold that position throughout the song. It was Jajong, obviously, for me, but like I know that as a 5-member group they were not together for too long, so we have only so much music videos with them as a whole, TVXQ. So it's interesting, and I'm going to like listening to TVXQ's albums as well. That is also coming in the future, so the album listening process is going to be interesting as well, seeing how like starting from an album that has the 5 of them and then progressing to being only a 2-member group as TVXQ in albums. It's going to be interesting. Okay, wrong number. Let's go.
하루에 12번씩 전화 걸어 확인하고 어쩌다 통화 중일 때면 괜한 의심으로 넌 또 메시지를 남겨놔 이 시간에 대체 누구길래 전화를 해 있지도 않은 여자를 상상해 만들어내 숨이 막힐 것 같아 yeah. 사랑이란 말에 날 가둬두고 지겨운 잔소리는 쌓여 또 집착이 됐고 널 지울래 다시 내 전화에 네가 쓰지 못하게 I say You got the wrong number You got the wrong number I'm sorry you got the wrong number So don't call me no more 마치 넌 엄마처럼 하루를 다 알고 있고 어디선
This is so Justin Timberlake coded.
날 위한 거라도 믿지 이 관심이었단 말로 변명을 하지만 지나친 그 속은 사랑을 더 아프게 닥쳐주길 원했다 너의 그물 속의 바보 같은 fish 이걸로는 안돼 cash 너의 사랑이 내 살을 도려내 아련해 오늘 나 머리가 아파와도 다시 환청이 들려와 관심정 날 위한 정이라는 곳에 난 그대만의 꼭두가 신호라는 소리에 목숨을 죽일 필요가 없는데 그만 있는 날 놓아줘 say 벗어날 수 있게 날 도와줘 say 다시 시작할 수 없을 만큼 너무 멀리 와버렸어 You got the wrong number You got the wrong number I'm sorry you got the wrong number Just don't call So don't call me no more 이제 벗어나고 싶은데 You got the wrong number 다시 또 말해줘 You got the wrong number 돌아서 I'm sorry you got the wrong number So don't call me no more 제발 놓아줘 그만 끊어줘 Oh yeah
Okay. Um, yeah, as I said, it was pretty strongly like Justin Timberlake coded for me. This was also a like I didn't check out Rain as the artist in the past, so I am not too familiar with his sound in general. But of course, I've heard songs from him, and his early persona as an artist when he was debuting, it was really like similar, kind of, to this looks that they've got in that music video. So it was really obvious which generation they are belonging to. So yeah, I like the song. It was I thought that it's going to be a little bit faster, but it was a chill, like it was kind of like a heartbreak song, I think, but because we don't have lyrics and I am not I don't want lyrics right now, so I'm just guessing. But yeah, okay, we have our last song for now, Purple Line, which is also a older song, so let's go.
Now I see this way. It looks like purple line. Gotta introduce myself. 세상을 만질 수가 없다면 나에겐 보이지도 않는다면 어떻게 내가 들려가는 걸
Alright, this is older than Wrong Number. Yeah.
그렇게 간절했다면 다시 움직여야 돼 right now. Let me set on my wall. 누구도 걸어보지 못했던 this way. 이제는 내 방식. 될 수 없어. 나 보고 싶은 건 my progression. 나의 모든 믿음을 태워도 미쳐서 이겨내는 순간의 퍼블라인. 내가 아닌 날 경험할 수 있는 것. 이제껏 나를 넘어서 내가 내겐 없어진 거스를 수 없지만 시간은 다시 기회를 주고 언젠가 지쳤을 내겐 끝이 아니라고 말해줘 Purple line, let me set on my wall 누구도 걸어보지 못했던 this way 이제는 내 방식 될 수 없어 나 보고 싶은 건 my progression 나의 모든 믿음을 태워도 미쳐서 이겨내는 순간의 purple line 내게 있어 소중했던 순간 사진처럼 남겨진 그
Show us more Changmin, please. Oh, I just need to ask. Okay.
Yo, check it. 다시 또 움직여라 또 그리고 생각하라 너 We must be loving the way 그때의 내면 속에 꿈 너의 정열이 어떻게 모든 things that you do Keep on walking like that 스파란 건 믿지마 그대만의 멘토는 그대 Show you what's between 세상은 밝힌 너 나는 상승 this life 실성을 잊지 마 너무 다른 세상을 마주보고 있어 나는 다른 길을 가고 싶어 다른 색을 그려보고 싶어 We gotta go like that My time is still going on Popular let me settle my world 누구도 알아보지 못했던 this way 이제는 내 방식대로 될 수 없어 나 보고 싶은 건 my progression 나의 모든 믿음을 태워도 끝까지 부딪혀서 이겨내는 순간의 popular Let me settle my world 누구도 알아보지 못했던 this way 이제는 내 방식대로 수 없어 나 보고 싶은 건 my progression 나의 모든 믿음을 태워도 끝까지 부딪혀서 이겨내는 순간의 purple light
Okay. I I'm not sure, but based on the like what is in front of me right now, I think it was a Chinese release or Japanese. I don't know. I didn't recognize the language in the singings, and I am not focused on that. I was a little bit like reminiscent of the retro sounds and like what kind of like older sounds that we are getting right now from K-pop. Like this is a throwback, but like current like third and fourth and fifth generation K-pop idols, like what kind of retro reminiscent sounds that they are doing. And like there is a really specific disco slash electronic pop sound that a lot of idols are doing right now, but this is the sound that a lot of like European middle-aged slash older generation is really familiar with, in my opinion. With of course with a few minor changes, but the root of the sound is like really familiar for me. And like I don't think that this is a sound that younger artists are replicating right now, but I think they would and they should do this with like a fresh twist on it, like a like up to date, like a upgraded version of this song. I think it would be really fun for younger artists to do this type of sounds as well. But yeah, I really enjoyed the official first part as well, and this one also. And I think for the like other part one, it was filled with more recent releases, and this was more of a throwback marathon. So we only had one song that was released 2 years ago. So yeah, and I think this was the whole point for me, at least with this marathon, that picking out songs that are like way older than, I don't know, for example, Rebel. Rebel is a really recent song, and with Rebel, um, I I I can't really recycle all the words that I said about that song and that music video, that but the most prominent thing that I said, it was really Stray Kids cheese coated, the song. And yeah, just the song. The music video is not really. The music video, it was really like imperial and like really like digital and technologically advanced. It was really up to date. So yeah, it's really interesting how older groups can be up to date with current like trends and stuff like that. And there is another aspect that I find really interesting with like second generation groups, for example, and how they can like stay on the surface in terms of popularity and stuff like that with new releases. And there is another charming point and um, like motivational point for me to do these type of like marathons with older groups. I think it's interesting. So yeah, this was the official, as of right now, official part one of my TVXQ marathon. And stay tuned because the part two is gonna be a album reaction.